welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host, Jennifer, and this is my co-host, Mr. Cinnamon. So I was tagged by Mrs Carrie Penny at the Happy Crafty Homemaker to do the Bag-O-Day questions. Well, me being what I am, I don't like to follow the norm, so I made up all new questions. And I actually made some of them really easy for Mr. Cinnamon to get, and I made some of them probably really hard for Mr. Cinnamon. We're going to do this differently than everyone else has been doing it, because I kind of like because I like the Newlywed style form of this questioning, whereas you don't have a chance to change the answer in your head, so you have to write it down ahead of time. So I wrote it down on some note cards. Actually, it's picture paper because it's all I have, but I wrote my answers down ahead of time, and we're only going to do this one-sided, so it's going to be all questions geared towards me to see how well Mr. Cinnamon knows his yarn host. All right, you ready?
Sure.
He's a little shy. He's a little embarrassed. He's not as flamboyant as Miss Cinnamon is, but all right. Question number 1. What is my favorite yarn company?
Premier.
That's the easy one. What is my favorite yarn? This is a hard one.
Universal.
No.
Okay.
Muirwoods by Premier. Do you know why?
Oh, because of
the National Park
the National
System.
Parks, yeah.
All right. In case y'all don't know, in case you're new here, I love the National Park System. I love everything that has to do with the National Park System. The Muir Woods is based off of the Muir Woods, which is part of the National Park System. John Muir is a big part of what is now the National Parks. Long story short, you can Google more information. But anyway, okay. What is my favorite yarn color?
Coral.
Coral. He just learned this because my daughter told him earlier. Just saying. What's my least favorite yarn?
I know you hate Super Saver.
Super Saver. I just don't like it. It's not my favorite. That's actually my least favorite. Okay. What project am I the most proud of making?
I know it's a blanket, but that's about all I can remember.
It is a blanket. It is the Spiral Baby Blanket I showed you guys on the In the Closet series. All right. Now here's where things are going to get a little hard. These are life questions. This is 20 questions that I broke up into categories. First category was yarn related, Cinnamon Stitches related. The second one is life related. What is my favorite flower? He does not know this.
They're growing in the backyard.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Well, there are some growing in the backyard, yeah. And the front yard.
Iris?
No.
Okay.
It's either lilac or hyacinth. Hyacinth are the little purple ones on the ground. Lilac is in a tree. Okay. My favorite place in the whole world.
Disney World.
No, that's your favorite place.
Oh.
I cried when we went there.
It was one of the national parks.
Uh-huh.
Is it either Yellowstone?
Yellowstone is one of them.
Is it either Yellowstone or is it Smoky Mountain?
I'll give you a half a point for Yellowstone. It's not Smoky Mountains. It's Sequoia.
Oh.
I do love Yellowstone, though. Yellowstone is right up there with Sequoia, so I'll give you half a point. All right. What is my favorite thrift store? Secondhand store.
Value World in Michigan?
Yeah! Woo! Every time we go to Michigan, even if it's for like a day, it's a 9-hour drive for us because we don't fly. We drive 9 hours. I have to go to Value World. It is my favorite. My favorite season of the year.
Spring.
Why?
Because of all the flowers.
Yeah. And it's new beginnings. And it's the end of a horrible winter. I hate winter. All right. Next category, Disney. Da, 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 da. What is my favorite character?
Stitch.
I don't know. It's Mickey and Stitch.
Well, everybody picks Mickey, you know.
Well, I know. But you're right, Stitch. What's my favorite park at Walt Disney World?
Magic Kingdom.
Doo-doo-doo. We spend a lot of time together, just so you know. Favorite ride at Walt Disney World?
The People Mover.
No.
It used to be.
What? No, it's one of my favorites. It's not my favorite.
Oh, the Mine Train.
No.
Okay.
Thunder Mountain.
Oh.
What kind of Disney fan are you? All right. Favorite time of the year to visit Disney?
October.
No.
Christmas.
Christmas. You gotta think before you answer, babe. All right. Which Disney characters do I think best represent our children?
Stitch for the youngest. And Goofy's son for...
No. Lilo and Stitch. I'll give you half a credit. Little man is definitely a Stitch. Let's see. All marriage questions. Dun 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 dun. Alright. If I could go anywhere in the world for a romantic getaway with you, where would it be?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. I like staying in America. That's like all of my bucket list locations to go visit are probably in the United States. Why, I don't know. I love it here. There's so much to see and do. All right. What is the most romantic thing that I would say that you have ever done?
Your 40th birthday.
Be more specific.
The whole weekend.
It was, but be more specific.
Oh, the cake.
Yeah. California Grill. What did I put? California Grill and my Stitch cake. All right. If you didn't watch my 40th birthday update, I will post that video below. Mr. Cinnamon planned a special trip to me for my 40th. We went to Disney World. He planned a very special trip. He made reservations at my favorite restaurants, and one of which was California Grill, which is at the top of a hotel. He made the reservation so we could watch fireworks above the castle at night, and he had a specially made cake designed just for me. It had Stitch on the top, and it had Mickey heads around the base, and it was a really cool cake. All right. What is your favorite memory of us?
Oh. I have to say, like, our first anniversary going to St. Joseph.
We went to Frankenmuth for our first wedding anniversary.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I meant the restaurant where we went and they...
That's your favorite memory?
Yeah.
I got it wrong because I said it would be a Disney. Nope, that ain't it. Uh-oh, I messed up. Anything Disney. All right, I just gave you the answer to my next one. Did you see it?
I already knew the answer.
What?
When we go on drives and go places.
Yeah. What is my favorite? I skipped a question here. I messed up. What is my favorite kind of date? Is going on drives. When we were first married, we worked cleaning offices and cleaning buildings and stuff together as a secondary job for him, and it was my primary job. And we would one of the places was a police building. We cleaned the police. What was it? It was like a police. It was a police station, but it was real tiny little
It was
city.
the police station for the tiny.
Yeah, but
city.
there was something else there too. It was a public works. And the drive home was like an hour drive, and it was always at night. And like, there's this announcer on the radio, Alan Almond, and he would play the same songs and say it was like a pre-recorded show that they played every night. So we knew exactly, and we would just drive and we would like sing to the music that we heard every night. And then we didn't really have any money back then, and so like we would just go for a drive, and we would drive because we lived in Michigan at the time. We would drive down to Ohio for no good reason, just get to the border, go into Ohio, turn around and drive back. And those are some of my favorite like dates, is just going for a drive and not knowing where you're going and just listening to the radio. All right, last question. Who is the best wife in the whole world?
My grandma to my grandpa.
Rude? I will probably agree to that. I said me. You're a butt face. All right, guys. This is your Friday episode from Cinnamon Stitches. I don't have a goodbye message, so from me and Mr. Cinnamon, bye.